Welcome. This is our first foray with Bella. We have to go with, she's got a passport because she's come to the foreign land of Wales land. Hopefully we get a warm welcome from the Welshes. But we're at Fanny Lynn thing, Linny Fan. Anyway, here. So this is so that's north, east, south. So we're kind of like the west end of the Brecon Beacons and the Black Mountains. We've been here before, obviously, but it's been a while. It has been. I guess we came here last year. You know, I can't say for absolute sure if we did or not. Anyway, we've got Bella, obviously. I'm not exactly sure how far we'll go. We're not really going to go very far. We never do. So I probably could have brought Lizzie, but she's happy at home with Lassie, and my neighbour will be in and out looking after them the next few days. So it's Monday, 3:30. We left home about 12. Took about 2.5 hours to get here. It's a little bit further than Dartmoor, but I think that's the roads. In fact, if anything, that's more the roads. I think distance, Dartmoor's further, but I think because you've got more A roads here, then it takes a bit longer to get here, but there's not much in it. So yeah, I just thought we would do just something a little bit different again, and really need to get Bella out as much as I can on some not too far walks while she's still growing and developing. Obviously she's so where are we? So we're May, that's 5. She's about 8 months old now. So, I think I tend to do the walks we do at home probably like 45 minutes, something like that, like sort of 3 kilometers. So, a little bit, but not too much. But that's about what we would do. Although, to be fair, before Lassie went limp and we got Bella, we were doing almost 8 kilometers a day, because we did 2 walks a day, and the morning walk was just under 4 kilometers, and then the afternoon or evening walk was almost virtually, actually I think it was just over 4. I was going to say maybe that was a tad under 4, but I don't think it was. I think because I used to think it was 5, and then when I measured it again recently, it was like 4.2 or something like that. So adding the 2 up, it was about 8 kilometers a day. I must admit, it's been a year or year and a half since I've done that daily. Whatever works they were doing down there the last time that we were here, they've well and truly finished that now. Because last time or one time we went up there and around there, and I think we camped somewhere down in that valley before going up around there and camping over there. And then I think we came up along the top, and I think we came along the top and straight down into camp. That one, that's the one with the Enan. That's the one with the Enan. I got a feeling that was 2 nights, one there, one over there. Did we camp? I think we came straight back. I don't remember camping down there. And then another time when I had the Trail Star, we camped. Well, basically we're aiming for that spot today, so you'll kind of see that spot later. So it's not very far. It's probably from here 3 kilometers max from here, and then obviously I don't know what the car is, 1 or 2, so it's probably 4, 5, 6 kilometers we would have done today. And I'm more than happy with Bella doing that once or twice a month for a few days. I probably wouldn't want to be putting 6 kilometers into her every day at 8 months old, but certainly a couple of times a month for a few days I think's fine. Got to get her out here. I've got her on the lead. I know obviously officially you're supposed to have them on the lead anyway. Personally, if your dog's under very close control, then it should stay close to you anyway. And to be fair, Bella's pretty good, but there's a lot of sheep around. It's a bit too much temptation for us for a 7 or 8 month old collie at the moment, so we'll keep her on the lead. Maybe when I'm over the back and there's less sheep over there, because to be fair, there's some over there, but there's no way, I mean, she wouldn't go all the way over there, but if they were like halfway between here and there, that probably would be. But I can't see what's just up here. So I'll keep her on the lead. It's good, to be fair, also it's good practice with being on the lead too. But yeah, it was a good drive. A little bit slow with just the roads really. Traffic was okay. Let's get up over there. Once we're over there, it's about 1.5, 2 kilometers down into camp. It should be easy to find. Hopefully, it's on a main path, so. The one thing that does feel strange is when I'm driving in, I'm usually giving my mum a ring, and that feels really strange not doing that. That's a very strange feeling, that one. Anyway, we're gonna carry on up here and we'll catch up again in a minute. Okay, well, we're in sheepland. we've got the long line out. Nice here because there's nothing for it to catch on, so I can just let it run on the grass. You leave it. I think we're heading just down there. Check the map. So we're just past this hill here. So last time when we had, it must have been 2 years ago, because I brought Lassie, and it was before Lassie went, limp. Had to have been, because I remember taking Lassie up there, across there, and then we kind of came down and we camped over that way. I'm kind of thinking tomorrow, because we're on a path, or near a path, I'm kind of thinking that we'll follow the path kind of that way-ish over towards the cave. I won't go to the caves, got no interest in going that far, but towards the caves, because a friend going back in the day, Nigel, someone, I can't remember your surname now, Nigel, I tell you what now, but he mentioned somewhere over there, and I camped over there in 2016. So we might, I might just head over that way and see if I can find that spot. Probably won't be able to, because it was quite well hidden, and it's 10 years ago now, but we'll head over that way anyway. So that's obviously Tuesday, and then Wednesday, to be honest, I'll probably just come back here and either camp down here again, or see if I can find the spot over there where we camped last time with the dogs. There was a nice flat area by the water, so that's also an option. I think famous last words, I think we'd be able to find that. I'm not quite sure. This spot I'm confident we will find. The only problem with having to walk like this is I'm not using my poles, but to be fair, this terrain is pretty easy along here. And it is literally just down over there somewhere. It's by the water, so we've obviously got to get down the bottom. But it is just down there. We don't want to be going that way. We do need to go down. It's funny, I'm sort of partly wishing I'd brought Lizzie with me, but she's I will bring her occasionally on the little walks, but she is quite tight. She's quite small for coming out here. You've really got to keep a very close eye on her, because she can almost, well, she could disappear in some of the rivulets and things. She can disappear in, which she did on this trip on that time. Luckily I got her out easily and quickly, but it did highlight the situation. But like I said, also I really just want to concentrate on Bella, because obviously if she grows, you know, she's really the one that I want to, you know, in time be able to, you know, walk, you know, a little bit further if we ever do further. To be honest, I'm not one of those things, oh, I've got to be doing. I think I'm kind of like past that now. I think there was a time when distance was like a thing, you know. You got to try and do, especially when I was younger, I try and do 20-mile days or something. And to be honest, now I'm more than happy doing like 6 or 10 kilometers or something, let alone bloody miles. I think we've come to the end of the sheep area, so we'll let her off here, because there's nothing. Just have a really good look around. There's nothing down here. She's not interested in the only I'm interested in the birds. Bella, wait. Okay, so I think we need to be, there's a path coming down there on the opposite side. I think we need to head in that direction, because I remember that time I think we crossed over here, and then we looked over there, and we were looking over there, saw nothing, found the path, followed the path down to the water, and, and found the spot, and I thought, oh God, that's it, let's stop it. I'm not if you find somewhere and you don't have to keep going, then it's worth stopping sometimes. There's a little bit of a path here. Wouldn't be surprised if this goes down that way, to be honest, because it is quite a big path. We've come very minimalistic today, very minimalistic. We've got the Hell pack, which you can see. I haven't put a bed in for Bella. I don't think she's going to need it. She does need to get used to being on the grass at night. I use the bed for her in the winter when it's cold or if it's very wet, but I knew it wasn't going to be wet. I've got a foam pad. I've got 2 foam pads, so I could put that down. Sheep there, that's quite close. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't want to get any closer than that to those sheep. I think that would be too much temptation. Yeah, so yeah, I have. Oh, sorry, Bella. Yeah, so I haven't got a bed for Bella, but like I said, really don't think she needs it now. Lassie never uses one, so Bella's got to toughen her up a bit. But like I said, I've got 2 bits of foam mat, so we've got something if we needed it. Plus, I've got my. So what I've got, we'll see it when we get there. I've got my DCF Monk Tap, which is very minimalistic, and the super light bivvy. So shelters is very light. Pack's quite loaded up because obviously I've got 3 nights, 4 days of food. I think because we need to be down. We definitely don't want to go more that way, because that's the hill over there, the big one. That's the path coming down. I think we need to. Oh, and there's a main path coming down there. Let's get over to that main path. That will probably almost certainly take us to it, because it was on the water bank on the path, so this should get us, hopefully, if I've remembered correctly. That's famous last words. But pretty sure that the next day we walked up that one over there. Wow, there's been a lot of sheep and cow activity around here. It's quite flat here, you know. You could in a pinch, I mean, I wouldn't want to pitch right on the path, but there's a few flat areas there. Oh, ow. I think my knees are going to be a bit of a hassle moving forward, because as I mentioned before, they've got arthritis in them, and it's it is difficult to, I can't squat down like I used to. That is definitely quite painful, to be fair. Walking is okay. I don't think this is it. This isn't it. That's interesting. Anyway, let's go on. Let's get to the water. But I don't think this is it. It must be a little bit further down. I'll have a look at the. I'll have another look at the map in a minute. But this definitely is not it. I think if we follow that path, we'll get up. There's a yeah, this one here. Let's follow this path here. Where's my? But yeah, no, that's that's definitely. I think it's further down now. I mean, now I'm looking at this hill here. I definitely don't remember looking at that. It's further down. It's definitely. It's further down. Let's have a look at the. Oh yeah, no, it's further down. Yeah, I'm looking at a path from where. Yeah, no, it's probably about 500 meters down, if that, because the path that I'm looking at here, which actually now we're here, well, there's vaguely a path up there, but the path that I'm looking at isn't the path on the map, so you know, it's further down. So I don't think we've missed it. I just don't think we've got to it yet. Get in there. Yeah, I think it's down there. It makes more sense because I remember it being in amongst funny little hill things as well, not a flat area like this. All right, well, we'll go on down and we'll catch up again in a minute. I'm very confident that we will get there soon. Well, who knew? This is the main path that goes up through there. That's kind of what we want for tomorrow, but that, unless that has changed dramatically in 2 years, that's completely different. I don't know if I remember those stones over there, but this is kind of the area that we want. And I remember some high banks there, but there's loads like that. I think what I'm going to do is I might just cross over and just have a look just over there, because if we can find something flat over there, then that would be okay. Bearing in mind we've literally got a bivvy and a tiny tarp. It gets very steep, you know, and like that down there. We really don't want to go down there, I don't think. It's just strange. I very rarely mark points on a map. I probably really should do that when I come out somewhere like this, because I was pretty confident, but that's completely different to what I remember, and I'm now questioning whether we went up that hill or straight up that one. But I think I'm sure we went up that one and then up there and along, and then we kind of came down over there. But there are no paths, there are no main paths down there. So we could just go up a little bit in case there's a path up there, because to be honest I wasn't really looking very closely, because it was a really flat, it was it wasn't a huge flat area. When the trail staff fitted, just it's kind of caught me. I mean, it doesn't make any difference. I mean, we'll obviously find something, and it's only 4:30, so we've got hours and hours, and like I said, we've got the bivvy, so we'll be able to, we can put that down literally anywhere that's body shaped. But I'm just for the sheer heck of it, because I really don't see the point in going down there more unless we have to. Let's just have a little bit more of a look up here. Alright, well, it's definitely not up here, because first of all it's quite steep sided, and secondly it's very narrow here, and it definitely was not very narrow. It was like that. There was a there was a bit of a width, there was a bit of a girth to the river, so it's 100,000,000% not further up. So it either was that spot, and that spot has changed a huge amount in the last couple of years, or it's a little bit further down. I think I will just try a little way down and see. The only thing is I don't want to go too far down, because then it's that really steep bank to get up there, because ideally we want to get, although we could go that way round, because when we came down over there, I think we went round there. We're pretty sure we didn't come up here. Yeah, that's really strange. That has thrown me a little bit, I will admit, but like I said, disaster, can't find campsite. It just can't be that. And I'm sure that it was this, I mean, it's so long ago in my memory, it might not even have been this waterway, but I think it has had to have been. Alright, well, let's go. I think we'll just go on a little bit further, because we've got plenty of time, there's no one around, and we will find something, that is absolutely for sure. Like I said, if nothing else, we've got water, and we can just put the bivvy down somewhere if we can find a flat bit. And to be fair, I think if we're going down this way, the caves are kind of over that way anyway, so you know, I think it's okay to head down this way. I'm just wondering when I had the dogs, because I remember a lot of rough stuff. I wonder whether we came through this trying to find something, and then let's go further down and let's go and have a look. Let's go further down and have a look.